Back. Now what I did is, see, I have this very powdered because I just started doing this and just, it's a beautiful smell. So, and I had fish on this before, in case you're wondering yourself, and I did flip it over and I washed the other side, you know, because we don't want fishy oregano, because I had put the sword steak here. But I did make sure to flip it over, not to use the same side, and also to wash the other side. So this right here is pretty much the consistency that you want. Very thin, very small, because you don't want a big piece of oregano. And I mean, I've been doing this for about 8 minutes. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this, I'm going to save it, I'm going to put it right in here, inside this plate. And now the next step will be, so I have it right here, the next step will be the garlic. So I'm going to peel the garlic and I'm going to take each one out, and I'll pause the video. So what we want to do is, I don't know, the way I was taught is you just cut the ends off, and then it's pretty easy to peel. See? You have it clean, and I put them over here, and I'm going to do the whole head like that, and then I will mince these for the chimichurri. So now what we're left with is pretty much these, and I don't know if I remember right. I remember the way we used to cut these is you cut them this way, very thin. I'm doing pretty good. Then you put like a line in them, and then you cut it down, and you put like, well, anyway, I'm just going to cut down, because this is really the first cut. So what I'll do is I'll do this with all of them. Alright, so it ends up like this, and it's actually a bit chunky, but see, we're not done, because what we have to add is fresh parsley. See, I've already washed this parsley. The only thing we don't want is we want to cut about the very back, like all these stems. Just want to get rid of these stems, but we'll leave this. I've actually got 2 bundles of parsley, and what I'll do with the parsley is we'll grab it like this and actually begin to cut it on top of the garlic. Boy, that smells good. So what I'll do is I will spend quite a bit of time cutting this, and then bringing it back, and then cutting it again. My board is a little small, but it's what we got, and it's what we work with. And you can hear a crunch. And what I'll keep doing is, because this helps the flavor of the garlic blend in nicely. I have a clean table, blend in nicely with the parsley. I'm going to do this until this texture changes completely. So I'll pause it. It'll take about 10 minutes. So you can see here we're about halfway there. You see the texture, the consistency. We really want it to be like this, like very, very fine. So I'm just going to keep I'm going to keep at it. Just going to keep at it, and you see the garlic has started coming up and mixing with the parsley. That very rough cut garlic. That's why we really want to, I mean, this could take 15-20 minutes, even if it's a half hour. It'll be worth it in the end, because you don't want a big piece of garlic, you know. And it's really blending together very nicely. Actually, the smell is delicious. The smell is just really delicious. We're about halfway there. So I'm going to pause it again. We're getting there. Actually, what I'm going to do is, now that we're here, I'm actually going to add the oregano that we had. Remember we had the oregano? I'm actually going to add some of it. A lot of people will say que no es suficiente, pero porque quiero que se mezcle bien. Y también, yo también tengo orégano y pimienta acá, un poquito de orégano seco. Le puse una cucharada con aceite de girasol, y también tengo red wine vinegar for later. That's going to be in the final process. So I'm going to take this here, and now I'm going to start blending the oregano, el orégano fresco, junto con el perejil y el ajo, y le voy a dar acá un rato. ¿Ok? Ok, espera.